No.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the greatest Spider-Man who ever lived.
It's a lot of people. This is a much bigger room than I thought it was.
Welcome, sir. Everyone's been waiting. How have you been? How have you been in a post-Infinity War environment? Because the last time we saw you, you were like, I don't want to go, and then you left us.
Very fragile. Very fragile.
What has life been since the movie came out? Is a lot of people coming up to you and being like, don't go, and shit like that.
Yeah, everyone.
I want to fight Tony Stark. It's their time.
I didn't know your name was Tom.
Oh, my bad, Tom. Go ahead. Tell us. Look, I'm gonna put my thigh next to his thigh. So y'all can see. I'm doing quads. Go ahead, man.
No, it's been good, man. It's been good. Anytime anyone asks me for a picture, I just turn to dust. So, super easy.
This is what Infinity War was essentially second time you got to play, or third? Did you do a little piece in something else? No, it was just Civil War and then Infinity War, right? Then, of course, there was Spider-Man: Homecoming. Coming home. I've been alive in this best of all possible worlds 47 years, so I've seen any number of different Spider-Mans, animated, TV, movies, and whatnot.
Who's your
lie,
favorite?
I'm not just saying it because you're here. Hands down, easily, best Spider-Man, best interpretation. And this is what I love about it the most. Coming from the East Coast, I'm a Jersey kid, that accent is flawless. It's impeccable. You were the first... You don't buy the accent?
Stop. That's enough of that. That's enough. Stop.
It's a great fucking accent. Dude, why don't you go back to fucking Leg Day? That isn't it's a flawless Queen's accent. He sounds like a Queen. Stop it, you're doing too.
You said it, come over.
You're too sexy for me. It's a flawless Queen's accent.
Thank you.
Where did you pull it from?
You'd think, yeah. No, I just have a dialect coach. I just work with a dialect coach, and for me, that's the most important part. It's the first step of convincing an audience that you're from Queens. So I went to Queens. I've been asked so many times to do chat shows with you, and I just say no. I'm not doing a chat show with Mackie. There ain't no way. But yeah, I just worked with a dialect coach and did the work and put it in. So yeah, it went well.
What's life been like since taking on the role of Spider-Man? You've been an actor for a while, but this is something that puts you like insanely high profile.
I mean, it's crazy. I'm sitting here with the most annoying guy alive and one of
The
the nicest people
movie
ever.
on the boat was good, wasn't it?
Say again?
There was a movie on a boat that you were on a boat.
Oh,
What?
him and Hemsworth.
Me and Hemsworth. This is when I
Yeah.
first met Hemsworth.
You
Yeah.
actually...
The seamen. No, the seamen. The men on the sea.
The men of the sea.
Yes.
Say that.
It was a sea-covered film.
Yeah.
Yes.
You actually cried in that movie too. Actually, all your movies, there's a scene where you're like, I don't want to go. I'm like, nah, man, stay here.
No, I nearly drown in every movie I'm in as well.
I can see that.
I've become so good at drowning.
What was the movie with Naomi Watts where you get washed out?
The Impossible, I nearly drowned.
Stop.
No, for real. Honestly, I think I've nearly drowned like six, not actually nearly drowned. Acted drowning, which is not really that much difference. But yeah, so I've become really, really good at drowning. Not a great skill.
When, this is something I want, and you can be honest or not, but how often are you in the suit? Because anybody can be in the suit once they put the mask on. Is it important
That's
to
a
you?
good question.
Is it important?
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Now,
Tell the truth.
taking out all the CG sequences.
Yeah.
When
Well-
it's just a guy standing there talking.
Tell the truth.
If there's no stunts involved, it's always me.
Okay.
Sometimes with some of the stunts, they are just too dangerous to let us do them. So we have doubles. But the amazing thing is about CGI now is that we have motion capture. So all of the CGI stuff has sort of been taken from my movement and then put into the film.
We're gonna blow him up a little more. Get used to it, man. He's doing a great job.
No, he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. Just, you know. Yeah, I love you, Tom. Tom, you're so great.
Tom,
Talking about leg day. Savannah!
Adopt me! Adopt me! I love you!
Sorry.
I love you!
Tony.
the moment in Infinity War, Tom. Moment in Infinity War. The moment in Infinity War where you die. I read on the internet that you ad-libbed it. True or not?
What's happening?
It is kind of true. But really, all I say is, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. 3 times in a row. So it's not that amazing of an ad-lib, you know?
It totally works.
I'm so cold. I don't want to go. Oh,
Don't let go of your light.
Grandma. That was the outtakes. When you see the outtakes, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
I just got a note here. It says on Facebook Live, everybody's talking about Tom's Instagram message today. What did you do? What was it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I
You on Instagram? How old are you? 18?
I'm 17.
Oh, well that's why. Okay, all right.
Yeah. No, I just got sent the new script for a film
Spider-Man 2?
that I might do this summer. And I might have accidentally revealed the title of the movie.
What? Can you give it to us here?
Hang on, I forgot what it's called. Hang on. Let's have a look.
I forgot what my movie's called.
It's called Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home.
Spider-Man
What does that
Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From
There's
Home.
going to be a scene where he's going to go, I want to go home. That 100p. I haven't even read it.
I have said that in a movie, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You said that today. It was like, Tom, sign the autograph. I just want to go home.
I'm way excited for the second Spider-Man movie because I've heard, and I don't know, you can't confirm it and shit, but I've heard that it might be Mysterio as the villain. That's one of my favorite villains of all time. Did you read the whole thing from top to bottom? When you sit down to read, do you do it in one sitting or you break it up and do other things?
Well, I can't read, so I have Mackie read it for me.
He makes me do Urban Book on Tape for him.
Explain.
Urban
Book on
Book
tape.
on Tape.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. It's self-explanatory.
Give an example.
His line, give me a line from Spider-Man.
I don't want to go.
Technically from Civil War, but good enough.
Exactly. Thank you. Give me a line from Spider-Man. A good line.
A good line from
Still remember
Spider-Man.
the lines. You know you stand in a mirror and say your lines every night.
My mind's gone blank.
What's your... How do...
I'm the guy from U2. I'm definitely not the guy from U2.
I love U2, by the way. That's the third best band of all time.
A line from Spider-Man Homecoming.
Does this come with money or whatever? Does this, remember?
That's a Civil War line.
That is a Civil War.
Mrs. Stark.
Just goes up like 14 octaves.
It just jumps up.
I can't think.
What's the line you say to the girl?
Dude, honestly, my mind's gone so blank.
When you first meet Tony, what do you say to Tony when you first meet?
I go, what are you doing here?
So, urban book on tape would be, what up, dope?
What up with it?
What it look like for the Oski Woski? Any one of those phrases.
So he was your acting coach right here.
You went to Juilliard?
Not
Not trying to brag.
Not trying to brag. Yes, I went to Juilliard. It's the
Dance.
second hardest school in America to get into. I danced with a well-known ballerina by the name of Mikhail Baryshnikov.
Yeah?
Not trying to brag. The Russian assassin. That's him.
Let's
He
do
was
next.
so bragging. We were on set one day and he comes up to me and he's like, oh, yo, I hear you were Billy Elliot. Well, I danced with Baryshnikov. I was like, morning. Okay. Jeez, man. Thanks.
Let's open it up to the audience, man. We got a bunch of people lined up. Starting with you right there. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Stephanie.
Everyone give it up for Stephanie. Stephanie, the boys are here to answer your questions.
I had this loaded for Sebastian Stan, so then everybody kind of jumped in. Mackie, I agree with you, I've never skipped like day. Fantastic Spiderman. Seb, I just wanted to know, like, that fan service with Rocket Raccoon when Bucky picks him up is probably one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie.
Awesome.
Do you think that Bucky's witty enough to not lose his arm to Rocket?
I don't even understand that question. Do I think he's not witty enough?
No, do you think he's witty enough to not lose
Witty
his
enough
arm to
not
Rocket?
lose that arm.
Rocket likes to take
He wouldn't go to wit. He would just go straight to the point, meaning like you're a talking animal. You're dead. Which is what almost happened in that scene, in a few takes that we were doing. But we had that scene we were doing a few times. That kept, we were trying out different lines and stuff, and none of them really worked because he just had to be as dry as possible.
Good?
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. Jumping over here. Hey, what's your name?
Oh, hi. My name is Yu Qing.
Give it up for, what is it?
Yu Qing is a Chinese name.
Everyone give it up for Uzi. Here they are. Talk away.
So, first, love you, and really good job in Avengers 3. Feel sorry for what happened to all of you in the movie.
We're now gainfully unemployed, so since none of us are in Avengers 4, if you have any work out there, let us know. We're around.
So, my question is, if you three, for all three of you, if you three are going to eliminate by Thanos by random, what will be your last word? Like, I'm not feeling good for Tom and Steve for Happy. So what's the thing you want to say the most to the world when you say goodbye?
Please, God, let them go first. I don't know.
The last thing I would say would probably be, can I at least hear an Earth, Wind, and Fire song? My last request.
I don't want to go.
Thank you.
Jumping over here. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Hope.
Everyone give it up for Hope.
And I have a question for Sebastian Stan and the rest of you guys. My question for Sebastian Stan.
Hope.
I have a question for Sebastian Stan and the rest.
Sebastian Stan, what was your reaction the first time you saw the new arm that Bucky got in Infinity War?
You know, I liked it. It was good. I thought it was all right. I mean, I was kind of married to the last one still a little bit, selfishly, you know. I did miss that red star, but I liked it. Yeah. I wonder how they feel about it. Because clearly the rest of them will have to answer this question. Oh God. Falcon's suit is the same as it was in Civil War.
Not at all.
It's not a new suit.
Not at all.
No upgrade.
Not at all, man. Don't talk about my suit, okay? Don't do that, man. Thanks.
Is it though?
Thank you. That's your whole answer, man? You don't want to go into no detail?
About what?
About your arm.
I like my arm. It was all right.
All right. That's his
Is
answer.
it comfortable?
Are you sticking to it?
You would know that, wouldn't you? Actually, I don't know what that means.
What was that?
Just got personal.
It's all right. Well, because you caught it, because you caught the arm, remember? You caught the arm when it
Oh, right,
when it
yeah.
happened, so.
But how would I know if it was...
I don't know where you were going with that. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Jumping over here, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Andy.
Everyone give it up for Andy.
So my question goes out to all of you guys. What kinds of, okay, also first of all, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. What kinds of stuff did they do to prevent you guys from spoiling the movie?
They didn't do enough.
They just gave it to Tom and let him spoil the whole thing before we could get to it.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
That was pretty much it.
That was it.
They gave him the script first and they knew he was going to mess it up. So by the time we got to trying to spoil it, they were like, yeah, we already know that.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Andy.
Jumping over here, what's your name?
My name's Natasha.
Everyone give it up for
Natasha!
And I had two things, because I wanted to show...
You got one question, Natasha. Don't be selfish.
I have a question, and then I wanted to show you guys some stuff I made.
Whip it out.
Show it.
Because Mackie and Sebastian have already seen them.
I
got
saw
you guys to
them.
sign my shoes, but I
saw
wanted Tom to be able to see the shoes.
Hold them up.
Let me
Hold them
see.
up to the camera. Put it back
Where's
up.
the camera?
Right there. Oh, those are nice.
Oh, that guy's handsome. Hey, who's that guy next to the shoes? Hey, hungry eyes. That guy, yeah. That guy, if I was Jack Bauer, that guy does not belong at a con. No makeup, no, like, who is that guy? He's just out there angry, like, well, I could be home watching soccer. I told her I didn't want to come to this con. She made me come to this con. They don't even have food. I'm hungry, I'm angry. Sweater too tight, I hate this place. Made me wear my Father's Day sweater, I hate this place.
But for my question, I wanted to know...
Way to keep it back on track, man. Well done.
But what is the weirdest thing or like the most interesting thing any of you guys have received from fans, either to get signed or just like they gave you a weird present? Like what has been the most memorable thing?
I would say one of my first cons gave, this guy gave me a Nintendo controller belt buckle. So I still rock it. Old school Nintendo controller with like Duck Hunt. Y'all, you never. But I want to make sure my man is good. Make sure he's not upset about the Nintendo reference. But yeah, a Nintendo controller belt buckle. That was my jam. Still rock it today, like at brunch. When I go to like vegetarian restaurants. Can't rock it. Yeah, I mean, certain places you can rock that.
Yeah, never on like that.
You can't always on like that.
All right, thank you. What about these cats? You guys, did you get anything ever from a fan that you were like, ooh, this is awesome, or this is different, or?
I love getting fan art. I mean, I get really amazing fan art. Some of the stuff is seriously amazing. And I get jealous as well, because I can't draw at all. And I find myself having to draw for films all the time, and then it never makes the edit. But yeah, that's what I really like.
Can you grow a mustache?
I can actually grow a mustache. It's not a very good one, but I can do it.
I've always wondered that. Like, can you grow?
It's called a football moustache. There's just 11 on each side.
Boy. That's good. That's British humor. That's good.
No, I get these books from sometimes that like are just messages and messages that people have written from all over the world, and it's just compiled in these sections. And I feel like I have like a few from every year. That's always amazing. He's not in that book though.
All right, we're going over here. Thank you.
Thank
What's
you.
your name?
Hi, I'm Jenny. Thanks.
Everyone, give it up for Jenny.
First off, I want to say I agree with you, Sebastian. I really am fond of the Winter Soldier star. And Anthony, if you ever need any resistance training for that leg day, let me know.
Spiderman just saved you, man. Anyway, back to you.
So there's a lot of big stories in Infinity War that doesn't get a lot of the quiet moments of what might have been happening with the characters between the last appearances and Infinity War. Like Tom, Peter just found out that his big enemy was his girlfriend's dad, and Aunt May found out about him. Sebastian, Bucky finally got the code triggers out of his head, but he still has to deal with so much PTSD. And Anthony, you've been on the run for, years with Cap.
I was in Jamaica.
So what do you guys think might have been going on with your characters in the quiet times?
Have you ever been to Jamaica? Falcon was in Jamaica chilling. Like, he opened a jerk chicken and jet ski business called Three Jerks. And the best part about it is, like, when you go rent a jet ski, you have to wait for your jet ski to come back in because somebody else is on it. So he's jerking chicken, so you can have chicken while you wait for your jet ski. And so it's like Three Jerks. See what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah, that was the business he started in Jamaica. And
Shows, clearly.
You better let the writers handle this from now on.
Since he was practically useless in the Infinity War.
That's because he wasn't invited to Three Jerks. That's what haterade right there.
I was invited. I was there with him the whole time.
Him and Aunt May.
Oi, oi, oi.
What? You can't bring your family? Come down to Jamaica. Get a jet ski.
Good?
Thank you.
Thank you. Over to you. What's your name, man?
Hi, I'm Oscar.
Hey, we'll give it up for Oscar. Oscar, you got bona fide Avengers here. Ask him a question.
Okay, I have a question for all of you. So, for Tom, I would like to ask you, did you know that the whole time that you were going to die at the end of Avengers, or did you lie the whole press tour saying you knew nothing and you actually kept a spoiler for once?
It's an incredibly passive-aggressive question.
I knew I was going to die when I filmed my death scene, genius. I'm kidding. No, I knew I was going to die, but only until pretty much the day I filmed it. And that came as quite a shock when Kevin Feige takes her aside and says, "Now you're dying." And you're like, "No, I don't want to go.
That line is gonna haunt you your entire life. And when you die, on your grave, it's gonna say, he didn't want to go.
It might be like that "I'll be back" line for you. Like down the line, you're gonna end up saying that line in different movies, and then you're gonna still.
Yeah.
Also, one more thing.
Go ahead.
Can you say Foxy?
No, I basically, in an interview one time, said I enjoy a croissant, right? Okay. And the whole world, for some reason, thinks that's how you say a croissant.
Nah, man, no. Nah, that ain't how you say it.
No, it's a croissant.
No.
The joke is dead. Thank you.
Wait, what was the joke?
That I said croissant.
Wait. What?
Instead of saying croissant, he said croissant, which is a little more European, and that was the joke. But they said the joke is
It's
over.
a bad joke.
I didn't come up with the joke.
Like, can you say croissantwich? I mean, that's a better joke.
Don't say it unless Burger King gives you $1 million.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, Mackie.
I feel like that's a better fucking croissant.
You good, my friend?
Those are awful sandwich.
All good. All right, we jumping over here. Hey, what's your name?
Hi guys,
Oh
it's
boy.
Ruchi.
Oh boy.
Give it up for her, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi guys.
Didn't you get I don't want to go tattooed on your shoulder?
Are you serious?
Yep. Mackie, on your left is gonna go on the other one.
No,
so,
but first of all, everybody must know we have a long, interesting history with this woman that involves, and you decided to come today without your traditional Avengers.
It was a 6-hour flight, man. I'm not gonna wear a scarf.
No, put it in a bag. I'm still waiting for my Falcon story.
I mean, I wore it last time.
I
Look,
want
this is
it
getting
again.
Okay, next time I swear to God.
All right, we're back. You all
Sorry,
punished.
guys.
You all punished. Go ahead.
But I did want to say, Sebastian, when you said no one asks Anthony to take his shirt off, maybe they should on screen.
You would own the room, man. Do it, Falcon. Soar, Falcon.
I've been taking lessons from Tom. Tom told me what I couldn't do today. And one of the things was get undressed. He literally said that this morning.
Maybe with that girl who wants the resistance training. But, okay, I have a question. I swear, I have a question. You're a bad influence. Okay, so my question. A lot of your characters. There's a question. A lot of your characters have lines that become iconic, kind of out of nowhere, like on your left. Who the hell is Bucky? I don't want to go. Are there moments or lines from your characters' movies that you felt like should have had more attention, or you thought were pretty cool and wish the internet had picked them up? Oh, you got a nickname, man. No.
I like that.
Mackie less?
Whoever said that.
Mackie West?
I like that. Mackie.
Wow.
Wait, what was your question?
Oh, Jesus. All right, so.
Any lines that
we had
didn't really, that you loved that didn't really enter the public consciousness?
Or even character moments. You got a fierce spin kick, Falcon.
When you're working with Mackie, he makes you feel like every line he's delivering is revolutionary. By finishing every take with, cut the check! I remember walking on Civil War, working with these guys, and I was 19 or something, I was very nervous, and I had to ask someone, I was like, why does he keep shouting, cut the check? What does that mean?
Or number 5 on set.
Roll sound. I'm like, are you the sound man as well?
All very true. All very true.
It is.
All very true.
Nobody has a line?
I don't know.
I couldn't even remember one line from the film.
Oh, you can remember one line, that's it though.
I can't think of, did you say Ace Ventura?
Thank you. I tell you what, a really cool line, which I wish they'd let be in the movie.
I need to watch this movie.
You never seen Spider-Man? I haven't seen the Falcon. Oh no, there isn't one. Sorry.
Oh, your spider sense must be tickling down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He shot webs all over your face.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We can name some of those Tom Holland classics. Oh yeah, they aren't in it. What is it? The Seaman Men? What is that? What is?
You wish you were in that movie.
Thanks anyway.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Coming over here, what's your name?
Angelica.
Everyone give it up for Angelica. Take it away, Angelica.
So first of all, Tom, I was wondering if you could say hi to my friend Mary. She's a huge fan.
Hi Mary, how you doing?
That's probably gonna make her like.
Oh.
Anyways, so I don't really. Well, this is my first Comic Con. Well, this is my first Comic Con, but I just wanted to say that you guys are amazing actors and a huge inspiration. And just to point out to Anthony and Seb, Tom Holland here is the only one who actually has his own movie.
I didn't say it.
Things are getting hostile. Avenge that comment, man.
First of all, last time I checked, the movie was called The Winter Soldier. Right? All right, and I guess them little 2 Academy Award nominated movies I did don't mean much. I don't mean. But I know you know, you just got into movies, so you don't know like about movies.
Okay, don't
You
give me
don't
a
know
gold
about
movie.
movies. I guess the 8 Mile don't count up in here. You don't know about movies.
Okay,
I
Clarence,
know.
okay.
Then to say something a little less hostile,
Go ahead.
Seb, this is for you. Mint Mint Doodles would like to say hi.
Oh.
Yeah. That's about it, besides the fact that I did wear a Spider-Man hat just to trigger you two. And that's about it. That's it.
I have to say, we do these panels all the time, and this is the most stress I've ever been. Before I came on stage, I was like, they're gonna kill me up there.
I don't want to go.
Go up there.
And then one last thing, and this pun is totally intended. Your guys' acting totally blew me away.
Oh, that's good.
That's a Thanos joke. Well
That
done.
was good.
All right, man. We'll jump over here. We got time for about 3 more questions. How are you? What's your name?
I'm good, man. My name is Jesse.
Everyone, give it up for
Hey, Jesse.
Take it away, sir.
Yeah, my question is for Tom. Earlier, I got an autograph from you, and I mentioned that you would do great as a Marty McFly in Back to the Future. Because you literally sound like him, you look like a younger version of him, everything. Yeah.
I don't want to go.
Doc, don't go.
Would you be open?
It'd be Biff. That's good.
Would you be open to making like if they offered you a role in like a prequel when you first met Doc? Would you be open to that, or why or why not?
For me, why touch a perfect movie, you know?
I'm talking about a prequel.
Yeah, when I started doing research for Spider-Man Homecoming, the director gave me about 10 DVDs to watch of the sort of vibe that he wanted me to try and emulate. And the one I went back to him with was the first Back to the Future and said, this is what I want to try and do. So the fact that you're saying that is the best compliment I can have, man. 'Cause that's what I try to do.
Thank you.
And he did it very well. You did it very well.
But
I saw the commercials. The commercials were good.
Over here, what's your name?
My name's Addie.
Everyone give it up for
Hey,
Addie.
Eddie!
Take it away, Addie.
So I first wanted to say that I love you and your movies, and I think you bring great life to your characters. So, thank you. And my question is, you all were like affected by the snap from Thanos. If you could choose the way you die, or like your character was killed off, and where in their storyline would you kill them off and how?
That's a great question, man.
I mean, how long do we have? I could go on and on about that.
We have 40 minutes.
I would pick his the scene of Wakanda. You know, that would be a perfect place right there. He's looking at the lake. He's got everything he needs. So that'd be my way out.
Well, I don't want to go, so I don't want to die. No, I like the way that poor Spider-Man died. Yeah.
He's very dead. He's, okay, watch the movie. He is dead as dead is. If you Google dead, there's a picture of him on there. He's dead.
Now, my favorite thing about my dust scene, should we call it, was Joe Russo's idea of Peter Parker sort of being able to know it was coming because of his spider sense, that he felt kind of wrong inside before it happened. So yeah, so that was a pretty sad moment on set. Yeah.
I would have liked Falcon to like die in Jamaica at the barbecue grill, flipping some legs and some jerk, like three jerks. On the beach, the Appleton Estate, large cubes, overlooking the ocean, the jerk crackling on the grill, listening to some Beanie Man.
The entire third act of the movie.
Yeah. I mean, my death scene would have been legendary. It would have been a whole movie.
Good? All right, jumping over here. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Ariana.
Everyone give it up for Ariana.
Yay, Ariana!
There you go.
First, I just want to say that Tom Holland, you are like my favorite person in the whole world.
Oh, thank you so much.
You've never met Tom Holland.
I actually did a little while ago.
Give it 5 minutes. 30 seconds to count.
I also just want to say that Sebastian, you are one of my best friend's favorite person, and she wants you to say hi. Can you say hi to Sarah, please?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I just wanted to ask Tom, if you could have any one of the other Spider-Man villains in the Marvel Universe with you, what one would you choose?
Great question, man. Who would be the villain you want to face ultimately?
Question.
So I got a laser on my head. Yeah, exactly.
You only know like 2 villains.
Maybe Venom? Yeah, I think Venom would be really cool.
Venom. It's Venom. I second that. Venom.
Love you, Sebastian.
Good?
Sebastian. We love you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, over here, what's your name, my friend? You're going to be the last question of the night. What's your name?
No, you have to do one more.
Okay, there's 2 questions of the night. That was pretty intense, so I'm bowing to your will. It's fine. There'll be 2. But we're starting with you. What's your name?
My name is Amelie.
Everyone give it up for Amelie. Take it away, Amelie.
Oh my gosh, I just love all of you guys, and my sister does too. She's somewhere. Oh, she's over there. And so my question is for Tom. Oh my god. Okay.
the best thing I saw at Comic-Con, man. Oh my God.
Okay. So since you're like the youngest of like all the actors and actresses, like do you ever feel kind of left out, or do they treat you like a kind of like a little brother or something?
I feel so left out, guys.
Here it goes. Here it goes.
Small violin.
Here it goes.
Playing away.
No, not at all, not at all. Marvel, the whole family of Marvel, from actors to crew members to everyone who's on set, is so welcoming, and it's such a fun environment, and everyone's always laughing. And even though the last film we shot was incredibly emotional, incredibly sad, every day was filled with people laughing and having a good time. So I felt like I'd been there for 10 years since the beginning when I started working there, and I wish I could have done it a bit more, but yeah. I'm kidding. I realized I announced Spider-Man 2 and oh yeah, that doesn't work anymore.
You can't have it both ways. You can't be like, I'm dead, but hey, Homecoming 2 is on its way.
Yeah.
All right. It is a prequel.
Yeah.
All right, we promised you would be the last one. Weren't you the one that screamed, like, one more?
Yes, I am. So
All right.
We're doing.
You do it. It's a two-parter. Well done.
Yes, okay.
What are your names?
My name is Jamie.
Everyone give it up for Jamie. What's your name?
My name is Liz.
Everyone give it up for
Liz.
Take it away, ladies. You're going to bring us home. End us well. Here we go.
So I didn't really have a question. It's just my friend Ruthie back there has some fan art of Tom and Tessa. And also, I just wanted to say that I have a pit bull, and so since Tessa's a staffy, that's just super cool, and I love Tessa, so pet her for me.
I will, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Who's Tessa?
My dog! Oh my gosh, educate yourself.
Oh my God, you just shot the Winter Soldier in the face!
I apologize, I'm so sorry.
You're making me look really bad, guys.
You have a good time on the internet tonight.
So what? Wait, time out. How do you know who Tessa is?
He posts Tessa all the time.
Oh, he's posting pictures of him and his dog?
Yeah.
He's just hanging out at home with his
Do you
dog?
not follow Tom on Instagram?
Baby, I'm an adult. I follow no man, just so you know. Write it down, take a picture, tweet that shit. I follow no man.
Okay, so before I say anything, I promised my friend Iris that I...
Y'all got a lot of friends. Where your friends at?
Sorry, friends may be a term you don't know.
I like that.
She clipped your wings, Falcon.
I don't know the term friends. I know the term family. When stuff get tight, let me see where your friend at. But grow a little bit, you will get there.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. Okay, I'm on your team. I don't care about Matt.
Okay, you guys need to
Like
make
I said,
No, you guys
she's what's known as a friend. Go ahead.
You guys need to make up.
What did your friends say? Tell us what your friends say.
Okay, I was just
You
wondering
and
if you
your
could say
friends.
hi to Iris, because it would be
Oh, God.
Hello, Iris.
There you
Well,
go.
Okay.
Where's Iris? Stand up, Iris.
She's not here.
Great friend.
Okay, and so lastly, I don't want to exclude the both of you. So Falcon is like one of the funniest characters, and I absolutely love that. Gotta smile a little. And I'm giving to you, Sebastian. So my childhood nickname was Bucky. So you were automatically like my first favorite character for Marvel ever. So I love you. Tom's my favorite now, so I love you both.
Does someone have a question?
I did.
Okay, over here. Since the idea of the word question is lost on you two. Over here, young lady, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Hallie.
Hallie!
My question was, were there any aspects that you got to take from your own personalities and infuse into your characters in the MCU universe?
Great question.
You know what, Hallie? Thank you.
Well, for me, Peter Parker's kind of just a young, happy-go-lucky, innocent little kid, and I feel like I'm pretty much the same. How about you, Seb?
I kind of stopped living like 20 minutes ago. I know Natania's laughing somewhere. Aspects of ourselves with the characters.
Yeah, so pieces that you got to, because you're kind of making your own interpretation, you're drawing like from the comics, but you obviously get to take from your own experience as well.
Well, I really like Chris Evans. So that was easy for me to like Steve Rogers.
Thank you.
Maggie, you want to take us home?
Wait. Can I ask the second part of that question?
He didn't get answered the first part of the question.
I'm wearing heels. I've been standing all day. Come on, please.
Normally I'd say fuck your first world problems, but go ahead.
Okay, that's fair. I totally give you that. That's fair. Okay, my question relates to hers. Are there qualities in your characters, whether it's like their superhero or their alter ego, that you see in yourself? For all of you. By the way, Tom, can you please tell my friend Lexi you love her? I love you, Seb, the most.
Oh, Seattle.
I'm from LA, so.
Okay, here you go. Last question. Take us home.
Lexi, I love you. Thank you so much. Similarities between Spider-Man and myself, there's a lot. I feel like, I think I'm similar to Spider-Man in a sense that I'm a child, and he's also a child. But no, for me, Spider-Man is someone who I can really look up to, because if I found out that I was Spider-Man, if I had superpowers, I would tell the world immediately. And the fact that he's able to keep it a secret, to keep the people around him safe, and he does the right things with his powers is amazing, you know? I mean, I feel like I'd rob a bank or something if I had superpowers, you know? But so for me, it's really nice to play someone who I can look up to, you know? Thank you, love you too.
You know, I mean, he's always trying to reinvent himself and kind of go through different, processes of sort of like starting over, and I feel like life is like that a lot, and you get to do that, so just searching for identity all the time, right? I guess.
Anthony, take us home. Answer that question if you can.
To answer the first young lady's question, I do a lot of work with military vets. So when I first got involved with Sam Wilson, one of the big things was, he's in the Air Force, he's this and that, let's make him a counselor for soldiers that are coming home. And it kind of played out really well. But the other thing is, I was gonna say something else. After coming off that, I can't be an idiot when I answer the second question. No, his love for adventure. If you think about Sam Wilson, he was a part of a government experimental program with these wings So that takes a certain type of dude to just jump out of off a building with wings on and fly and not knowing if they're gonna work or not. So that adrenaline rush, it's the same thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up for the panel. Give it up for your hero.